What's the tea?
Shut up and sit down.
So this morning I'm here to do a collaboration video with some really awesome friends who I'm going to tell you about in just a few minutes. But I just wanted to do this coupon tag video. We're going to talk about etiquette today and just answer a couple of questions about, what do I do personally when it comes to different etiquette questions that happen to come up. There's a lot of more ethical issues and ethical questions that come up when you become a couponer than you might think. And everyone has to answer those questions for themselves. So that's something that you have to answer those questions as you become a couponer, what you're okay with and what you're not. So I have some sick kiddos in the other room right now, so I'm taking advantage of this time where they are docile to just sit and answer some questions with you. So let's dive into this.
Okay, so real quick, I just want to share with you guys some awesome people, some other YouTubers, and what they're up to. If you are into this couponing journey like I am, I'm kind of a habitual subscriber, if you will. I kind of subscribe to everybody just to see what's going on and what everybody's got and where the deals are. And you really if when it comes to couponing, you really can't subscribe to too many people because everybody's got something a little bit different. Everybody's got that next deal that you got to have, that freebie, that moneymaker. So with that in mind, I just wanted to just draw your attention to a couple people. This is Nick, the Ohio Valley couponer. I know a lot of you guys already know him. He's kind of a big deal. But he does Kroger and Walmart deals and shows a lot of ways to earn money through Ibotta. He does a lot of different Ibotta deals about how you can not just get things for free, but earn, cash money. So that's kind of awesome. So definitely check him out. He's coming out with videos all the time. I cannot keep up with him for real. Okay, so the second person I want to draw your attention to is Belle Barton. She has some really awesome stuff, and she is a brand new YouTuber, so show her some love for sure. She's got these Albertson deals. We don't have Albertsons here in Ohio, but she is doing Cali stores, so Albertsons, Vons, things like that. She's also talking, like we are, about debt tracking and following the Dave Ramsey program, and those sort of getting debt free. Plus, she's got the cutest little ones, so that's you want to see the cute little ones for sure. So definitely check her out. She's also looks like got an Instagram here, so check her out on Instagram as well. I also hope that you'll check out Sanya at Too Bright Saves. You can find her here. I'm just showing you going through where people are located on YouTube, but she is awesome with Walgreens. Look at all these points here, 17,000 points. Oh my word, that is a lot of Walgreens. We don't even have a Walgreens around where I live. But she is amazing at this, and you definitely want to check her out for deals for different levels for wherever you are in your couponing journey. She's got advanced and beginners, just for if you need something super easy, she's got you covered for sure. Okay, so for amazing Ibotta deals, and I'm talking amazing, you definitely want to check out Mama Big Coupons. She is awesome with Ibotta. She is doing all of the bonuses. There's that gravy train bonus that we all tried to get, the bacon bone bonus. She has got it all going on here. So definitely check her out for Ibotta. And then you'll want to check out Kelsey B Saves, especially if you're in that area of the country that has HEB. I don't see too many people doing HEB deals, so she does those. She also does major Ibotta deals as well. Look at that, 7 cents per item. But yeah, HEB is one of her big ones, as you can see here. And then the last one that I think you should check out is Kaylee Saves Money. And she's a pretty new YouTuber as well, but she's got some awesome deals here. Look at that, $103 worth of products for $18 at Dollar General. She's got DG, she's got Kroger, she's got some Walgreens on here, some CVS. She pretty much does it all. So you'll definitely want to check her out. Look at that miso broth. Oh my gosh. Yeah, check her out as well. Like I said, you can't really follow too many people just because everybody's got that deal that you're looking for. So in this list that I've just mentioned, there is somebody with deals for you, I promise. So definitely check out those guys. But yeah, let's get into it.
So the first question on the list here is, would you take a peelable coupon? And I guess there are a couple parts to that question. Number one, if I was going to buy the product that day, same day, then sure. If it's, sitting on the shelf and there's a Peely on it and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to buy that, then definitely I would take a Peely and save some money on it. That's what it's there for. I think what the question is alluding to is, would I take a Peely if I wasn't planning to buy the item that day? And there are a couple different factors to that for me. I would first probably check and see if that was the only item on the shelf of that product that had one left, or if there were only a few, one or two items of the same type there that had Peelies on them left. Then if I wasn't going to buy it that day, I might think twice about it, just because I don't want to take away somebody else's option to buy it and use the Peely if it's one of the few left and I don't have intentions to buy it right now. If there's a ton of Peelies on the shelf and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to come back before the coupon expires and use it, I might go ahead and take it, but that's just an internal thing. I know me, and I know how likely I am to get back to that store and when, and how likely I am to buy that item. If it's a specialty thing that I don't particularly shop for all the time, I probably wouldn't, just because I might have good intentions to come back, but it might not happen. If it's for something that I use all the time, like detergent or something like that, then I'd probably come back and I wouldn't feel as bad about taking the Peely. But it just depends. Yeah. So the next item: would you clear a shelf if there are 3 left of a product? It again depends on the deal. Does doing this deal multiple times require me to have 3 of the same item? If I were going to do it again, then probably. If I have the coupons for it, probably. If it doesn't require me to have that many, if it's just a really good sale, I might try to leave some for somebody else. If it just happens to be like, a really good sale item and, it's just super cheap, like 95-cent toilet paper or something, I might leave a couple just to make sure that somebody else can take advantage of it too. But yeah, I typically don't feel bad clearing a shelf. That's what they're there for. The products are there to buy. Oftentimes the stores have more in stock so they can stock back up. If not, I think it's not my responsibility as a consumer to make sure that product is there for other consumers. That's kind of the responsibility of the store. So if you're going to have a really good sale on something, make sure that you're stocked up enough to the point where you can refill that shelf multiple times. Otherwise, it's kind of not on me to make sure that you can, yes, like I said, if it's a really good sale item, I might try just to be nice, but I don't feel like it's my responsibility if you didn't make it out to the store early enough to make sure there's some there for you when you go. That's just, sorry. And I've been scooped out like that before. I've had a really good deal in mind, something that was really on sale, and went to the store specifically to get that item. And then it was all gone because I went in the afternoon instead of the morning or something, when I could. So, and I don't take that personally. Somebody was there, somebody got a great deal. So that's just the way it is. It says, how about if there are 10 of a product left? Same answer. If I need 10 of that product, if I'm really trying to stock up, I wouldn't feel bad about it. I probably wouldn't take a whole shelf of 10 items just because I rarely ever need to stock up that hard, but if I wanted to, I wouldn't feel bad about it. I'd probably leave 1 or 2 just to be nice, but I don't think it's my responsibility. Number 3, do you follow limits on coupons, like 2 coupons per trip? And do you think it's unfair to other couponers to go against limits, or do you think it even matters? So, do I follow limits? Typically, yes. just because I don't know which coupons, like, okay, say it says limit 2 coupons per trip, um, and it will scan, as many times as you give them coupons. I don't know for sure which coupons that's going to apply to. I don't know for sure which ones aren't going to beep. I don't know for sure which ones the cashiers would see and let slide. Like knowing that it's only supposed to be 2, but they'll let you use 4. I don't have relationships like that with my cashiers. I know some couponers do, but yeah, I just don't. So I don't want to get up there. I personally, and maybe this is not an ethical thing, maybe it's just a practical thing. I personally don't like getting up to the cash register and not having a solid idea of what I'm spending, what my out of pocket cost should be, what coupons are going to apply and what are not. I already don't like it when a coupon that I thought was going to apply doesn't. For whatever reason, there's something wrong with it. So I definitely wouldn't like it, going up there and trying to use coupons that may or may not work. That would just be too much risk, too much, unsureness for me. So maybe it's just a practical thing, but I typically don't do that. I've had one time a cashier give me wrong information. She told me that I was allowed to use 4 or more coupons for, I think it was for Tide detergent, in the same shopping trip, and that was absolutely not true. I had brought 2 Tide products up to the cash register and was purchasing them with 2 different coupons. And she said, "Oh, you can use more than these if you want more." And I was like, "Are you sure?" Because the coupon clearly stated uh, two per trip. And yeah, so I can't remember if at that one we ended up taking advantage of that or not and listening to her. Um, I think that's a fine line. Even if you know what the limits of the coupon are, if the store tells you, that something is within their policy, that it's okay, then I would say that's probably okay. The stores are the ones who are responsible for redeeming the coupons and getting that money. And if they're telling you, I know some stores take expired coupons, for example. If they're telling you that that's within their policy that they take expired coupons, then that's kind of not on you anymore. I don't want to absolve anybody of responsibility. I mean, you're responsible for your own actions, but at the same time, if a store is telling you that it's okay, then who are you to say no? So yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't, just out of practicality. I probably wouldn't. I would follow limits on coupons and stuff. Um, I don't think it's particularly unfair to other couponers who do stay within the limits. Maybe it's just me in my area, but I don't see that there's. I mean, yes, there's a lot of couponers, but there's not enough competition out there that it really matters. I've only, like I said, gone out to do a deal once where the product hasn't been there because somebody just wiped the shelf. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think there's room for everybody, and I don't feel like couponers are impacted that greatly by other people not following limits. So that's just me. Mm. Do you print coupons from multiple computers or devices? Or do you just use one device and only get the limit of 2 prints? I use one device, but again, that's more of a practical thing. I don't print coupons very often. I typically just use digitals and paper. When I do have to print, I just use my own thing. I suppose if it were like the deal of the century, I might, just because I know that's never going to come around again. But it's probably that one's probably a little unfair to do. It's hard because part of me feels like if it's allowable, if the companies let you do it from multiple devices, then technically it's okay. But you are taking away from the overall print for somebody else who, hasn't had a chance to. Is that your responsibility? Maybe not, but it's kind of not nice. So I try to stay to one device because that's what you're supposed to do. Do you ever hold up the line with your couponing? Yes. I try not to. This is one of my biggest areas of pet peeve. So on the one hand, as a couponer, I try to be very respectful of other people's time and space. I know that my transaction is, regardless of wherever I'm doing it, is going to take a little extra time at minimum. If everything goes smoothly, it's still going to take a little extra time than everybody else's transaction just because there's more to do. If it doesn't go smoothly, it's going to take a lot of extra time. So if I notice that there are 2 or 3 people getting in line behind me before I've started putting my stuff on the counter, or they're walking towards the register at the same time I am and they don't have a huge cart full of items, even up to like 10 items or so, I'll probably tell them to go in front of me. Just because I don't want to have to wait in line behind somebody who's, taking forever. So I understand the frustration. So David and I both try to be very respectful when we do any type of couponing transaction, just because we know that that's a pet peeve for people. So we try to be really respectful. On the other hand, once I am in the line and my items are up there being scanned, I'm at the cash register, that's my time. And there might be differing views on this with other couponers. I don't know. My money is as green as everybody else's. Those coupons are there for me to use. They're for you to use too. It's not my fault that you chose not to, that you're paying more for your items. That's on you. But once I've started scanning, once I'm in the middle of this transaction, I'm doing it right. I'm not gonna, yes, there could be a line forming behind me. That is absolutely not my responsibility to worry about at that point. That is up to the store to, one, have enough employees to be managing that, and two, to be thinking about that and aware of it and opening up another line or opening up another register to handle that. It's definitely not my responsibility at that point. Now, trying to get people in front of me, absolutely, I will definitely take care of that. But once I've started my transaction, that's your fault as the store if you let that line back up to the point where people are getting pissed off. That's just how we roll. I try not to be too militant about my transactions. I know that some things won't work. So, for example, if there's an issue, I try, I say I try, I really do. I try in my mind, if it's $1 or less, I try to remind myself it's not a big deal. And sometimes I leave, sometimes I'm in more of a mood than others. If there's an issue that a coupon's not scanning and it's $1 or less, I try to take it in stride and just not, let everybody back up. On the other hand, $1 or less over multiple transactions, I have issues with Dollar General sometimes. I'll go 3 or 4 weeks in a row and a coupon won't scan, or an instant savings won't come off or something. And it's one thing to say you'll do that a couple of times, but if that happens every transaction and then I end up paying $20-30 more at the end of the year on my products just because your shit didn't work, then so some days I'm better at it than others. I will let it go and just walk out and pay the extra dollar or something. Some days I am in a mood and I am like, you know what? I have been here 4 times in the last month. None of these coupons have worked. We are fixing this today. And that's the name of the game is that. And I try to also be aware that I'm human and I make mistakes. So I think as couponers, sometimes we can get a little little aggressive about the fact that we know our couponing better than the stores do. And oftentimes we do because we do it in and day out, and the stores don't have to deal with, you know, looking at coupon transactions that much. So I think most of the time we know coupon policy better than the stores, but we're humans and we make mistakes, and occasionally we will read a coupon wrong or we will not notice an expiration date, and it happens. So just be humble enough to know that, you know, it's possible before you jump on the store for doing something wrong. That said, a lot of times it is the store's fault. So, but if it's more than $1, I will typically hold up the line as long as I need to. I will stand there as long as I need to get it fixed. We will call the manager. We will call the floor supervisor, whatever needs to happen, because I am not paying. And Dollar General is infamous for this. I think they've even been sued a couple of times for pricing issues, specifically in Vermont. I think was the last time. Yeah, because it says on some of their digital coupons now that can't be used in Vermont. So um, anyway, yeah. So I will typically, yeah, wait if it's over $1 and fix the issue at the store. If there's a huge line and I'm feeling a little flustered myself, I might check out, you know, pay whatever it is, go to my car, and then take my highlighter and then go through my receipt and circle the problems, because sometimes, you know, you're in there, the line's backing up, it's hard to see on the little screen everything, all the discounts that are coming off. So if it's easier for me, I'll go back out to my car and look, and so I can feel more comfortable about, you know, what all is coming off of my receipt. And then I'll go back into the store and say, hey, I took a moment to look at this. This is what's not coming off. And I'll show the circled items so that we can talk about it or get a manager to fix it. I will not pay just whatever just to keep the line moving. That's no, and no one should. We have had people, despite trying to be respectful. I remember once we were at Dollar General and we were going through the line, and we had let a couple people go in front of us already, and it was our turn. I did a transaction, and then David did a transaction right after me, and we were on his, and it really wasn't taking very long. Mine probably took 5 or 6 minutes. And David's had only been, you know, at 2 minutes at that point. So we're talking about like 7 minutes total. It wasn't, you know, I think we were just in the middle of asking a question about one of the coupons, and 3 or 4 people had backed up behind us, and we were trying to hurry along. And somebody back there yelled at us, or yelled that it was taking too long, or that the line was being held up. And the cashier said, well, it's not my fault, and kind of threw up her hands. And he said, well, I wasn't talking to you, and kind of indicated he was talking about us. So David got a little testy with him, testy with that guy. But just be aware of other people, and you know that everyone's got a day to get to, and just be nice. You know, couponing is about saving money. That's the goal for all of us. We're all in this together. So if somebody doesn't coupon the way you do or doesn't follow the same etiquette you do, don't judge them. Just, you know, whatever. Do your own thing. Not your circus, not your monkeys. So just enjoy it and try to have fun doing some couponing.
Okay, guys, just real quickly, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. Hopefully you give those other YouTubers some love today. I just wanted to go over real quickly the Dollar General ad for this week, just so you guys could get an idea of what some of the good deals are. Obviously, I will be putting out a video later with some 5 off of 25 deals for you. But just real quick, here are some of the deals. They've still got their save 5 when you spend 15 on back to school if you haven't done that yet. And it looks like one of their sales is on 75-cent filler paper, so that's pretty good. Um, You've got the buy one, get one free Schwarzkopf. I'm probably not going to do this because I don't color my hair with box color, so I probably wouldn't do this, but you get a Gliss hair care product if you need hair color, so that might be something to think about. It looks like there's some good deals on the Gain. We've got $3.95, making it $1.95 with that $2 off coupon. You got the Tide Simply back on sale. We've still got the 5 off of 20 on Gain going on, so maybe some Gain deals this week. We'll look and see what we've got. What else here? Still got the Bounce and the Gain fabric softener and sheets here for $2.95. That's decent, although I don't know that we have any coupons to match with that. We've got the 2 off of 12 back on the Febreze, so maybe we could incorporate that with one of the Gain deals. Maybe we'll look at that later this week. You guys let me know if you want me to do a CVS deal this week. I was thinking about doing some CVS. We just got our Care Pass. If you don't know what that is, just ask me in the comments. I'll let you know. We'll maybe do a video on it and see how it goes, since this is our first time signing up for that. But yeah, let me know if you'd like to see some CVS deals this week. Looks like they've got 250 DG Home bath tissue, 350 DG Home facial tissue, and bath tissue there as well. So that looks good. Got John Cena here doing hefty ads. That's kind of cool. Let's see what else we got. Some $1 deals on food. $2.95 for almond milk. That's okay. The Hershey's and the Twizzlers here are buy two get one free. I don't know if we still have that Reese's or no, Hershey's and Twizzlers Halloween bag, but it has the Reese's pictured. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But we may still have a coupon for those Reese's, yeah, like these here. So I'll have to see if we can incorporate that. But maybe it's time to start stocking up for Halloween already. Wouldn't that be crazy? Um, yeah, you've still got $1 off instant savings when you buy the Ziploc. We've still got our $2 off of the Swiffer Wets, so that's pretty good. Can stock up on some of those for the house cleaning. Ooh, we've got $1.95 on Tide Pods. I know y'all love Tide Pods. $1.50 on the Suavitel fabric enhancer. That could be all right. We could do something with that. I know we got some, was it Fancy Feast or Friskies? Might have been Friskies. Cat food coupons this week. I think it was in the Retail Me Not, so that might apply there as well. And we've got save $1 on 4, and we do have some dial coupons, so that might be all right there. Yep, I think that's it. I think those are going to be the best deals of the week. We've got the Johnsons here, but I don't know if that's, I don't see a deal. So we'll just have to look at that. But yeah, there's the DG ad for you this week. Not amazing, but definitely not the worst we've ever seen. So I will definitely have some deals coming out later this week. And for this coupon etiquette video, I tag whoever wants to do this, whoever wants to talk about coupon etiquette.
Shut up and sit down.